Good morning, Mustang Nation.
Good morning, Mustang Nation.
Good morning, Mustang Nation.
And we are live. Good morning, Mustang Nation. This is your host, Harrison. Today is Thursday, September 11th, Cycle 3, Day 5. Please rise for the pledge to our nation's flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, GMIS. This is Tyke, and this morning it's mostly cloudy. Tonight the low is 57 and the high for today is 82 around noon. Here is a question. What type of consumer only eats plants? So far in the losses found, we have this black coat, this green sweatshirt, it's been in here for a little while, this mini backpack with a golden zipper, this black umbrella with a gray handle, and this another black umbrella. If any of these items are yours, please come down to the studio to pick them up. Today's lunch menu is Sloppy Joe or beef barbecue, sweet potato fries, macaroni salad, fresh fruit, and the fantabulistic assorted milks.
Who's Joe and why is he sloppy?
Yeah, who is Joe and why is he sloppy? Tomorrow's lunch menu is grilled cheese, tomato soup with goldfish, veggies with dip, applesauce, and it's a bird! It's a plane! It's the assorted milks. For our National Day, we actually have a video.
Today's National Day. On September 11, 2001, the United States was attacked by an Islamic terrorist group called Al-Qaeda. They hijacked 4 large passenger airplanes. 2 of the planes, they crashed into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York City. Another plane was crashed into the Pentagon, and the 4th plane was forced down by passengers to crash in a field in Pennsylvania before it could do worse damage. Around 3,000 people were killed. At the first anniversary of the attacks was called a day of prayer and remembrance for the victims of the terrorist attacks. It was later given the name Patriot Day. The official resolution to observe the day was introduced by New York Congressman Vito Fossella. It was signed into law by President George W. Bush. An important part of observing this day is a moment of silence. This is a time of prayer and remembrance of the victims who lost their lives in this terrible attack. It is also a time to reflect on freedom as well as the heroes that gave their lives in saving others. We would like to observe this moment of silence for 20 seconds in observance of this holiday. Please be still, pause from what you're doing, and just be quiet for a moment.
Today there are no birthdays. We hope you are wearing red, white, and blue.
Last night the Phillies beat the Mets 11-3. Yay! That's all for today, Mustang Nation. We hope you have a thoughtful Thursday. Be good, be kind, and find your passions!